Boom. Yo. What up? What up, y'all? What up, what up, what up, what up? I'm just testing out my mic real quick. Hold on a second. So if you hear that in the background, don't worry about it, guys.
Boom. Yo. What up? What up, y'all? What up, what up, what up, what up? I'm just testing out my mic real quick. Hold on a second.
All right, like that. I'm doing another test, guys. All right, it's delayed. Oh, wow. Yo, what up, y'all? What up, world? There's like nobody on. I'm talking to myself. Fuck it. It's all good. But you know what? I get to kill two birds in one stone with this battle report. I get to watch battles and see what's cracking. We're gonna talk about some interesting stuff today, guys. And so, you know, what's good about this, guys, is this lives online forever. So 10 years, people are like, I wonder what type of breaking stuff people were talking about in 2024 after the whole fiasco with the Australian breakdancer. And you're going to see your boy. Because I don't see, no, actually, no, I'm tripping. I'm seeing a ton of content out there. Shout out to all the homies, the Avengers of podcasting. Shout out to Profo putting that together. All those people putting in work. And, you know what I'm saying? But there's not too many, if any, guys, after event recap content. You know what I mean? So, like, that gives me an idea. Guys, if you're going to throw an event, right, in the future, like say the next 3 months and moving forward, right? There's an idea I'm going to throw out there. And I'm going to put this on, a, look how crazy my glasses are. These are like my spare glass size. My other glasses broke. I'm going to put this on a reel, okay? So this is some advice to anybody doing events in the future, right? Plan to have some sort of recap video, a recap podcast, some sort of something to talk about what happened after the event. I'm talking about Sunday after, Monday after, whatever it is, and come out with it within a week of that. You know what I mean? So talk to the winners, interview the winners, interview the judges, talk about the event in general. You know what I mean? So if you want to go real quick, we should start surveying. But you know, that's a whole nother level for people. You wonder why they do surveys at big corporations? It's because the people in the big corporation aren't at the business every day, so they need surveys to see what's cracking. So if you're like an employee and you're like, I hate giving surveys to my customers, why do they do it? That's why you're an employee. Anyways, let's start off on this. And we only got a couple people on, and we got nobody. I wonder if they're like blocking my reach. Just kidding. I have no idea. Who cares? Let's watch some battles. And we got hella battles to watch. What time is this? 1 o'clock. People are out here barbecuing. I'm over here just watching battles. So I'm only going to watch a couple battles because I want to go out and barbecue too. Shit. All right, let me see. So where we at? Let's go. Let's give everyone what they should be doing all the time. If you haven't subscribed already. Yeah, there's nobody. Look at this. Everybody's just chilling at barbecues. They're not trying to watch battles. I'm trying to watch battles. You know what I'm saying? I do events every fucking week. So going out is not new to me. Some people like going out like that's the only thing they're gonna do in like 3 months. For me, like that's fucking another Tuesday. So all right, guys. So this is what you do. Okay? Simply do this. It's very simple. Okay? And tomorrow we'll talk about the other one. Wow, this is hilarious. I'm just gonna put this because it's just stupid. Save the playlist. I'll make a new playlist called Stupid. Boom. My new playlist is called Stupid. All right, so guys, where we at? Can you see this? Okay, so everybody, this is what you do. You're gonna go to YouTube. You're gonna put in Break Street. You're gonna look at me, drink coffee. I'm just kidding. And then you're gonna go to Break Street. See your boy right there. That's me doing a freeze. You're gonna go to the playlist. You're gonna go to the playlist, and then you're just gonna see what you want to see. August battles, July battles, June battles. Those are all the final battles and hypest battles of that month. And in August, we got a shitload of them. But is Smurf live right now? No way. Smurf is live. Oh,
Okay, slow down. So you before you battled with UGK, right? How long were you breaking with them before you actually entered a battle with
on
them?
my YouTube of your stream.
UGF, sorry.
My stream today is gonna be
I was
your
breaking with
stream.
them for like,
All right, boom.
like a few years. Like it was like.
Okay.
Here, guys, we're just gonna enjoy
like,
Smurf talk to
like
logistics.
maybe around like 3-4 years of like just forming that bond.
Why can't I hear it?
Like that was my dream. I remember seeing Villain Battle Prodigy at the Red Bull BC1 South. It was like some cipher, and I was like, oh my god, they have a crew, and like I would see them. Just seeing them battle, I was just like, oh my god, that's like my dream. Like, I battled. I remember. I don't know if you know Jimmy Jam, but Jimmy Jam was like a little phase where he was like kind of like with UGF, and like he has his crew. I don't know if he's still Uncomfortably Fresh, but like there was Uncomfortably Fresh, and he was doing some stuff with UGF and like just cool peeps like together. And like I remember I wasn't on the crew yet, but he was with the crew, and then I was like I battled with him. Remember Lovers Rock?
Yes.
Yeah, I battled with him at Lovers Rock, and I was like trying to like just really wanted to get on the crew.
Yeah. Okay. So what was it about battling that intrigued you? What was it about it? Was it going at somebody or putting yourself in a vulnerable situation? What was it about breaking and battling in specific that made you want to do it? Or what was it about it?
Honestly, I think just sharing and like, I don't know, I felt at a young age like wanting to just like bring the energy. Like I remember early it was like, if I think back to breaking as like kids, it was just like fun, like exchange, like share and like show off your new moves that you've been practicing. Like
yeah,
you're like, yo, I got this. Like yeah. I remember I would be breaking like with some of the kids in SD. Like I don't know if they still break, some of them. Oh, like Jihad. Like I started with Jihad.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Just breaking around. Yeah, Jihad, Pebbles, Domo, like breaking together, having fun. Moose. I remember. Oh my gosh, it was like a gang of kids. Oh. It was like a gang of kids. It was like we would go to jams, like little itty bitties. Oh my gosh, everyone's come a long way. But
was it a kid era? The kids era?
Yeah, like I hope every era is a kid's era.
Yeah.
Like, but I was scared a lot, you know. Like I genuinely, like I was scared because I felt a lot of pressure, like to do well. Because I think like when you're good at something early, sometimes it's like people see that and they're like, you know, like. So then it's like I would start to feel that pressure. I'm like, fuck, like I don't want to disappoint people, and I'm like, no, like I'm losing the fun. And it was like that for years, you know. Like it was like oh, I don't like this because like people are just watching me, and I'm like,
right.
But I'm like, I'm just gonna keep doing it because like, you know, like
is that what you do? Because you know, when people dance, you just said it, there's pressure on you, right? There's pressure on you when you're young, and there's pressure on you when you're doing it, and there's pressure on you when you get old. So how do you go past, because there's a lot of people that go through that. There's a lot of young people that are probably watching this trying to figure out how to get past that pressure. How do you get past that pressure? Do you blank out? Do you think of something else? Do you think of the outcome? How do you get past that?
Well, I think I had to separate my value from how others are viewing me, and especially my dance. I think like compartmentalizing is like helpful like where, and like also like the why definitely like changes and evolves, like the why, and also like when you get attention, like let's say like from family or friends or whatever, like young, it's like I think from what I've learned, it's like, well, not even from what I've learned, but from what I've experienced, it was like for me, you know, because shit happens, like life, family, whatever. Like it was like I felt my only way of getting love was through breaking, so it became this cycle, and I had to like, I think, get to know myself as a human, because I was definitely, it was like me and it's like the existence of Lo and Logan wasn't really there, and then but the existence of logistics was always there, and so it was just like separating that, or just like putting attention and awareness to like the different parts of your like your identity and yourself. I wonder if people are going through this, you know, like I wonder.
They do.
Yeah, like that pressure.
Yeah, they
Like,
do. They
yeah.
do. There's a. I learned this later in life though, and I was in my 20s or something, but I was breaking with Poe One. This was maybe like 15 years ago, and Poe was already old school. Poe's been old school, and we were dancing with him, and this was when Casper was younger. Casper was hot, you know, and Poe was dancing with us, but every time he got up, he would kind of was not confident about it. He would get up and be like, "Oh man, I messed up," and you could tell he was beating himself up over it. But
Yeah.
the only reason he was doing that is because we were looking at him, and maybe he thought that we had an expectation of him while he was dancing. So he was self-conscious about that. And I remember thinking to myself and looking at him, thinking to myself, I was like, man, it sucks that he feels like that, because us, a younger generation than him, we're just enjoying his dance. We're not criticizing it.
Right.
And I think that that's something that I try to keep in mind. You know, sometimes when we go out, I'm not active like that, so it doesn't. But when I do break, sometimes I get in my head. I'm like, oh, you know, sometimes I hear people go, and I'm like, oh, yo, I'm trying to vibe out right now. And sometimes I feel pressure, like, oh, I gotta snap, I gotta do something nasty. But sometimes we just gotta keep in mind that people just want to enjoy us, and like there is that few that criticize you and expect you to do this or that. And I learned that through him. So shout outs to Poe, man. Shout outs to Poe. So I always keep that in mind. It's like people just want to enjoy you, and like so we got to keep that in mind, you know.
I feel that.
Yeah. Poe, example, pressure. Oh, so you're talking about pressures. Do you feel pressured? You still feel that pressure when you battle today? Has it gotten it easier?
It's gotten easier because I don't give as much of a shit about what people think, because I was, because of feeling this pressure for so long, and like not just pressure but just like a lot of just things happening that would affect my relationship with breaking and myself. I got so tired of that I was like, why am I letting this get in the way of not only like my progress in my art and my craft, but also like my joy, like in practice and in life and in the process of this journey with this culture and this dance. And because I always loved learning about this culture and breaking. It's just I feel like, yeah, like you already know how it can be, like when life kind of like tries to take things away, and like, so I definitely was like, it kind of makes me grateful for like things that have happened, because then I'm like, well, like it gave me the things I have today within myself to literally like block out all that stuff, because I don't have the energy and the time to like care about every single opinion of every single person and feel like I have to please everyone and feel like, you know, because like as a young girl, a young B girl coming up in the scene, of course I'm gonna feel that, you know. It's like,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, young or old, but especially like young kids that are in breaking, of course we're gonna feel this, and it's such a people are judgmental in breaking and can be opinionated. I think that's like part of it, and like I had to navigate through not taking things I think everyone's learning like not taking things personal, but especially like growing up, little girl, like don't take that shit personal, and then like also like oh like what do I want to do about um things that I am aware of, things I'm learning. I kind of just started going off like on a rant. No, I don't want to go on
No,
a
it makes
rant.
sense. It makes it
Like,
makes complete sense. You know, it's just is the thought process, and you're dealing with it in real time, right?
yeah.
And I think people deal with it. So just listening to that, it's very. I'm very curious about it. Like, what are some of the things when you talk about a girl, especially a young girl, and coming into the breaking scene? What do you think are some of the challenges that a woman has to go through that a man doesn't when it comes to breaking?
um, I think, um, man,
What do you think? Or maybe not even a disadvantage. Maybe it could be an advantage.
no, for sure. I feel like we're not used to. It's like there's this energy right in breaking where it's like kind of like when you see like there's like guys and then they just start wrestling like
Yeah,
bros like they just start wrestling like we don't go out and just start wrestling each other.
yeah. No, I
Like
totally get it.
but but if there is like I feel like it can feel a little bit more competitive because there's less of us, so it's like we're kind of like love or hate each other. And um no, but not even. I mean, it's different for me because I'm like I really try to not I try to remain really respectful and cool with everybody, but I mean,
No,
what you trying to get
no,
but I'm
you
not
gotta
gonna
be mad. You gotta be
say it.
mad.
Hey, I'm not okay. Okay, yes, of course there are things and people, whatever, but that's like normal, and I'm not like
Yeah,
it's gonna be settled the way that I'm trying to be responsible with how I settle things with people.
right.
And I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't not fuck with certain people, but it's also like I'm not trying to like bring like that like hype and like it's felt like you feel energy in the room. So it's just like
Yeah.
it's also like people need to mind their own business. Like I'm not saying you, I'm saying like people, you know. But it's like yeah, I know shit. What are we talking
All right.
about?
Well, what we were talking about is a few years ago, I talked to you, maybe like 5 years ago. And I asked you, I'm like, yo, have you ever been mad at somebody? Have you ever hated
Boy.
somebody? And you're like, no. I'm gonna ask you again. All right. Have you battled anybody within the last 5 years where you were in that battle and you were like, oh man, I fucking hate this person, yo. Like it's like I don't like you, and if this gets past this, I'm gonna put hands on you. Have you ever had that fire inside of you against somebody in specific? You don't gotta say their name, but have you felt that, and have you let it out into the floor yet?
I don't know if I laid it on the floor, but I definitely felt it, and I'm
Mm.
waiting for them. I'm waiting for, just waiting.
Yes.
but I think that energy is like definitely yeah yeah. I'm trying to think like in these recent travels if I felt yeah no for sure. But honestly, people are scared of me. Like girls are scared to battle me, so I
Have you felt the
I gotta
hate?
learn how to fight. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Go on.
yeah. No fighting, no fighting. Have you felt the hate from the B girls? Like, have you met a B girl and in the back of your mind you're like, oh, this, she's hating on me, and like, anything like that?
It's not just girls, like
Guys hate on you too?
I think hate is everywhere. I think hate is hate happens when they're not when someone's not like looking at themselves and their value and their potential, and then they're distracted by everything going on, you know, because I know, um, you know, like growing up, like a lot, there were a lot of things that were not my choice, you know, and sometimes I'm like, damn, like people see the things I'm doing, and it's like, I think it is amazing too, like, but I think everyone has to grow up, right? Everyone has to like become their own person. But I think for me, it was like, it was a little different because it's still something I fuck with, you know, like I love breaking, I love dance, but it's like now it's like, damn, like I low key like grew up in with breaker, like in breaking and in dance, so it's like people kind of see my evolution, and so it's like some things I feel like is not me, you know, and then I'm like, damn, people
Mm.
are judging me or hating me based on like a decision that was like an autopilot, like programming of like, damn, like I should do this instead of like, no, I want to do this. It's like so many like, I should be doing this, I should be doing that, and but it's then when I moved to Florida, it was like becoming my own person and then like making my own decisions and like, um, and also like then I realized like, yo, like there's nothing wrong with what I'm doing. There's nothing wrong with me. It's just like people like projecting their own things, and I'm like, breaking's definitely. I think it's like you have to be so passionate about it, you know. So then maybe like because of like how strong we are and how aggressive we can be, like the jealousy gonna be crazy. Like I've been feeling
Yeah.
the past few years, like I never felt this much like, and it's so weird. It's so, and then it's like, frick, like every year, it's like every year I have to like change how I am like at a gym and like not change how I am, but like adapt to the way people are around me because I didn't
Mm.
change. Like I'm the same person. Like I grew as a person and evolved, but I'm no different. And sometimes I feel like people assume like things, and I'm just like, but then I also I can't place my I can't get um what's the word, like feel like I want to be cool with everybody. Like sometimes I'm like, you know, I'd be trying to find family in people I meet, and I'm like, I need to like
Mm.
not like, you know, like because it just,
Yeah.
I think it's like a habit. Like when you're like growing up in the scene and you're just around like, and you want to find like, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just like
You
vibing
want
with
to you want to find your role. You know, you want to find your space and where you fit in. Not in that sense of where you're trying to fit in, but you know, this is not the era for you to be nice. I think that the era of you being nice will come down the line. You know, I think that in
right.
somebody's career, like for example, for myself, right now is my being nice era because I'm 42. It's like it's like I'm running around events now. I'm trying to hug everybody. I'm like, yo, let's, but there was an era where everybody hated us too. It's like we were just aggressive, and we found our roles in the community. And I think that you're just so active that for you to be nice with everybody is just counteractive. It just plays
Mm,
against itself. So right now you just gotta play your role, which is smoke everybody,
yeah.
and create beefs. I think that beefs creates legacies.
I
I think
think that shit comes natural, you know? Like I don't
yeah.
think that's, I didn't want to force that, and like I think it's because like I'm I didn't want to I there are a lot of moments like growing up walking on eggshells, so I think I feel like I'm like not wanting, afraid of certain things happening, so then like not wanting to like get on anyone's like step on anyone's toes. But at this point I'm
Mm.
just like, because I think about the worst case scenarios, they try to kill me or fight me, you know, like anything about me. So I'm
Who's
like
gonna kill
scared,
you?
like
Who's gonna kill you?
no one's gonna kill nobody.
Nah,
But
nobody's gonna kill you.
um
They might battle you though, and they might like try to bring down your spirit, maybe mess up your reputation, but they're not gonna kill you. They're not gonna kill you.
I think
Okay,
it's
so just because of time, I got so many things that I want to talk about. But we're gonna have to move on a little bit past the growing up. Do you see your breaking career? Have you seen yourself? Because we can see it as outsiders, but were you able to see it for yourself? The different chapters in your life. So you got the New Hope, Logan. Then you got the UGF Logan, and then you moved to Florida where you became your own person, right? Was that the first time you were away from family? Did you go with family? Talk to me a little bit about that transition to the Miami. Did you go to Miami?
Broward. I went to Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. So what was that transition like? Who did you go with, and how did that change you?
Just that chapter of moving from Cali to Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think without like oversharing, it's just like I moved in with my mom. It was 7 years since I seen her, and
Whoa, wait.
yeah,
Yo, so you were not living with your mom in San Diego?
no,
Oh, snap.
there was like a lot that happened, you know. and it's-
Okay.
I want to normalize this shit. Honestly, it's like I feel like a lot of people. I think we go through things, and it's like we feel like weird, like because not everyone can relate, but some people can relate. You
Yeah,
know,
for sure.
and so it's like, yeah. So I moved, and like it was right before COVID. I was like,
Oh.
I was supposed to come back, but I didn't come back. I was like, I felt safe there, so
Okay, dope.
stayed there. Yeah, I stayed there, and
So you went through COVID in Florida. How was your COVID experience? Was it a negative one? Not to say that it was positive, because obviously the world was in detriment, but how was your experience? How was your COVID experience?
fucking difficult. Like it was just
Okay, fair enough. I think it was difficult for a lot of people, especially the first 2 weeks. I was really depressed and stressed out. I actually started seeing a therapist. But then, after a while, it kind of like the energy switched. Were you, what state of mind were you in? Were you scared of it? Were you cautious of it? Were you tripping that everything was closed? Where were you at mentally?
trying to navigate like being in a new place and like like just adapting to um potentially like having a new home and um like a lot of like I'm gonna get the charger real quick. Give me one
Get a
second.
charger, get a charger. Guys, if you guys are just watching this right now, we are talking to Logan. You guys already know what time it is. Like, subscribe. Let's get into it.
If you would like to support the channel further, visit thespintheoryshow.com and get yourself a Make America Break Again hat right now. Yes, this is the best hat. No other hat can come close or compare. This is the best hat. I wouldn't lie to you. I'm great. This hat is great. Some of you still break, some of you don't, but that's okay. We can all break again. I like thinking big. If you're going to be thinking anything, you might as well think big. Visit thespintheoryshow.com. Right now, the link is in the description. I'm great, you're great. Now go out there and break.
So, some of you guys break, some of you guys don't break anymore. But go get yourself a Make America Break Again hat, y'all. Let's rock. Okay.
Oh shit, I just realized what it said. Make America Break Again.
Yeah,
What?
That's my boy Don.
If you would like to support the channel further, visit thespintheoryshow.com and get yourself a Make America Break Again hat right now. Yes, this is the best hat. No other hat can come close or compare. This is the best hat. I wouldn't lie to you. I'm great. This hat is great. Some of you still break, some of you don't, but that's okay. We can all break again. I like thinking big. If you're going to be thinking anything, you might.
Go get your hat, y'all. It's easy.
That's smart.
We gotta make America break again, Logan. Okay, where were we? We're talking about COVID. All right, yeah. Let's wrap up COVID. So, where were we?
It was
COVID. All right, so COVID happened. Overall, how was, you said it was a tough experience? Was it tough throughout the whole COVID? Did it get easier towards the end? Did something switch where it's like, okay, this is not as bad? Where were you at like that?
it didn't really get better, you know. It was like because it wasn't really. I think it was more the time, the chapter in my life at the time happened to be during COVID, and I've spent a lot of time by myself, like regardless, like being an only child, and like my sister would be around, like, but you know, like she would be like in and out, and then like she was in SD, I was in LA, so it was like I'd be by myself if I'm not training or doing school. It's like I was used to that. I started writing sticky notes and putting that shit on my wall, like, and just oh yeah, like all the virtual things like that. But the virtual
Mm,
like you know, like the battles and stuff like that. But it's not.
yeah.
It wasn't as fun because it's like you can't really like, you know, it's, you know how it
Yeah.
is. It's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
cool, but it's like not the same. And um, yeah, it was just a time of healing, a time of shadow work, a time of um, facing shit that like could were pushed to the side throughout years of like just like working and traveling and like battling and, you know, like being busy. And so
Yeah.
it was
How did
like
it feel not traveling?
it felt good because no one was traveling.
Right.
Like if
Right.
other
Right.
people were traveling and I wasn't, I would have been like shit. But then because no one was doing it, I was like, okay, I feel like this is dope. Like everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah. It was like a nice little break, right?
Yeah.
You talk about COVID training. Were you training during COVID? Was it like, or did you just like you weren't training?
What did I do? I think I did different things. Like I think I had a phase where I was like I didn't feel like breaking and I was like I was definitely no, I was definitely, you know what? I think I was still training. Knowing who I was at the time, I felt like I always got to be doing something. Like I always got to
Mm.
like, always got to train. Always got to like. Um, so that's like an autopilot. I mean, that's still how I am. You know, like my if there's any autopilot thing I have, it's just like the work
Okay.
and like sometimes not good, like sometimes too much. So I was dancing and I was doing too much though. I'm not gonna lie. I remember I'm like, damn, I could have chilled. I could have like I was drawing, I was painting, but I'm like, damn, I could have like chilled more. I could have gone to the beach and just like
Yeah.
been. I mean, I did, but it was like I was spending a lot of time in my room like training because you know, I was still getting to know my mom again and like
Yeah.
it's just like navigating, adapting to like, you know.
Yeah. Without getting too deep, how's you and your mom's relationship now? You just said that you had to get back to knowing her. Are you guys in a good place?
I love my mom. I love my family. I love my parents.
Dope.
Um, I think it's important to like um, recognize that like um, I think I want to highlight like immigrant families and like um, yeah, freaking BIPOC. Like I think it's like different. You know, like we have like, do you know the word like intersectionalities and like things like that?
Intersectionalities.
I learned about this and how like just like the cultural clashes, you know?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like we deal with a lot of shit that is like so it sounds so like not normal and it's like this shit happens everywhere in this
Right, right.
country and it's like you can't label like my story is this when like I'm just trying to experience and live and like actually build my own life with happiness from that. And it's like how you keep how can we do that if there's so many labels and like you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So I'm lucky that like my mom is open minded and um, strong and um, yeah, I think
Is she supportive?
yeah, she's supportive. She's
Okay. Does she understand it? Does she understand what you do? Was she always supportive of it?
yeah, like she's definitely like as I think yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Whether it's from afar or like in my like there,
Right,
always
right,
supportive,
right.
always
Okay.
loving. Like,
Dope. Dope.
yeah.
Dope, dope, dope. I know that I had to ask because me growing up, when I was breaking, I had to run away from home to do it. I couldn't break at home, like I was in, it was just something that like in my generation, it was, our parents weren't supportive like that. And I think that when I see families bringing their kids to events and to practice, it's something beautiful. So shout out
Yeah.
to her for being supportive in that sense. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
I have. I'm gonna have to stop the growing up questioning, and then maybe we'll save this for round two one day. We'll pick up from you moving to Florida, and then we'll move forward to your breaking career. I want to get into some other topics. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about All right, let's talk about breaking. Let's talk about your practicing now. You 2024. How do you practice? What is your approach?
Right now we're like before Olympics.
Ooh, okay. Let's talk about the Olympics. We're here. We're here. We might as well talk about the Olympics, all right?
What a journey.
So I think I spoke to you way before, like maybe like 3 years ago, and I brought up the Olympics, and you said you weren't doing it.
Really?
Yes, there were some qualifiers, and I kept making noise. I'm like, why isn't logistics involved? And when I asked you about it, you're like, I don't think I'm doing it. You can give me a reason why. I don't know if you want to give us the reason why, but what changed? What made you turn around and say, I'm doing this and I'm jumping on board? Or did you always want to do it?
Yeah, no, this is something I finally can like share because it's kind of crazy. Like when I first was doing it, like my relationship with breaking was always kind of rocky because of certain things that happened. So I was like, damn, like I don't know if I could do this. Like I don't feel like the need to like win, like I don't like there's just something like off and things were going on in different parts of my life. So what happened was I felt like if I'm gonna do this, like I want to go for like a deeper purpose and do something that's not because Team USA is so hype. Like I don't I didn't really like watch too much of Olympics. Like I used to watch like the gymnastics stuff just to see because I thought it was cool but I didn't know and realize that like Team USA is like the hype of the Olympics. Like Team USA is like everyone just like it's like the stars of the show. Like I didn't even realize that. Um, but I also felt like I don't like I realized like it was such a country thing that I was never proud. Like I never felt proud to represent like America, and like
Mm.
it might be controversial, but like and because it gave my family, it gave a lot of our families like like a new life, like great, the dream, whatever. But I say that so lightly. I don't mean to say it lightly. I know there was a lot that went into
No. It's
that.
perfect.
But I never felt the country pride. Like I wasn't about that like ever. Like I was always repping like myself or being Filipino American,
Yeah.
and um, so I wanted to represent the Philippines. And long story short, drama and like not think like the organization. It was just kind of like everywhere, and I felt like I was being pulled like, and then Team USA. There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of rules with like the IOC and like the Olympics, and so it didn't work out. I did the qualifiers. Like I got on the team for Team Philippines. Like I did the whole
Mm.
thing, and I was like, I even went to like a qualifier in Japan without confirmation that I could go and do it. I just went because I'm like, no, like this is what I'm deciding to do, and um, I'm gonna try and push for that because it means a lot to me. And um, they didn't let me, and it's so strict, like it's not like a jam. I think that's a big difference. One thing I want to share and emphasize is that, like, we're all like, it was very difficult for all of the breakers that did the Olympics because we were all adapting to a new um just like rules, like like
Yeah.
rules and strict rules where it's like you can get disqualified and like um and um yeah, so I did that, and then I had to move back to Team USA, and like it was just so difficult. Like I remember our house flooded at the time, like when I got back from Philippines. Like my mom's place flooded, like because Florida has like the hurricanes and stuff.
Yeah.
So we were at the house for like weeks, and then like at the same time I was like, shit, what am I gonna do at this Olympics? I'm like, what they don't want me anymore. Team Philippines, Team USA. So like I had to go to Team USA, and it ended up being like a beautiful journey because
Nice.
I connected. Yeah, like all drama aside, like I've definitely needed to experience that because I think I had to feel the hate. I had to feel the attack. I had to feel like, damn, I'm the bad guy. Fuck. Like, and then it allowed me to let go and be like, damn, like, why am I trying to like, I don't want to care. I don't want to care anymore. And
Yeah.
like, it's okay. Like, so that was cool.
Yeah, I think that what you just said, it's a lesson. And I think that a lot of people need to hear that, especially young people, especially people with immigrant parents. You know, were you born in the US?
I was born in the U.S. It was my
Okay.
grandparents. Yeah.
Okay. And cuz you know, speaking for a lot of people with immigrant parents, you never feel like you're from the US. You know, like you're born in this household that's not American, that comes from another country, another culture, right? And then you act a certain way, you speak a certain language, and when you walk outside of your door, now you're in a different place. And like you always feel out of place. And it's like you got to keep it 200. You got to keep it 100 you American and 100 Filipino, you know, and there's a power behind that. You know, there's a power behind that, and there's a power in numbers, and this country wouldn't be what it is without us. And we're a part of it. And this country is just a melting pot. So yeah. We could talk about that further, but that's a great lesson. And I think that embracing it, it's a beautiful thing because you are American, you know, but you're also Filipino. So you got to keep it 200.
Yo, the feeling I get when you said you are American is like,
Yeah, I know it's crazy. I just learned how to adapt to that, you know, because I've always felt out of place. And recently I have a friend that's really about, you know, finding your place and your culture. And, you know, he's big about speaking Spanish in public. And sometimes when we were at a
yeah.
Starbucks, you don't want to speak Spanish because everybody's white or everybody's speaking English. And it's like, you know, you become two different people. You're somebody at home and you're somebody at the grocery
Yo,
store.
this is why I really appreciate Florida because like Miami, like there are areas where like no one speaks English, like they just speak Spanish.
Wow.
Or like um yeah,
Yeah.
Creole, like whatever language. It's like I appreciate that. I appreciate the stubbornness of some people here because it forces me to open up and then allows me to it make like I feel allowed to be like and not. But you know what? It's kind of sad because like the way I was raised, the strictness was all to help with building like career side of things. But then it kind of like damn like I want to go back and like go like like connect back culturally and. But I feel like I'm still learning how to embrace like being American.
Right. What does that mean though? You
I'm
know, it just
mad.
means
I'm mad. I'm still mad.
That's right. That's right. We love a Matt Logan. Yo, shout outs to Break Clothing, man. This episode is brought to you by Break Clothing in the building. And we're gonna hook you up with Break Clothing. After the show, they got a goodie bag for you. An Olympics goodie bag. Like I showed y'all. I got the Olympics breaking hat. Y'all gotta stop playing. Yo, these are collector items. You know, Break Clothing. It's fresh. All right.
That's dope.
All right, so I know we're running out of time, and there's just so many questions. I'm gonna have to skip through a lot of these. Okay, I'm gonna stop with the questions because there's a few things that I want to get into. All right, so I'm gonna play some footage, and we're not gonna watch the whole thing, but I want you to talk to me. I'm gonna play. I have 3 clips that I want to talk to you about. Actually, 4. The last one is a little personal one, a little personal beef that I got with you, Logan, and we're gonna talk about it. But I'm gonna play some footage right now, and I need you to tell me the first thing that comes to mind. I want you to tell me what happened before, what happened afterwards. I want to know what you ate before you got there. Were you stressed out? Were you happy? I want to know everything. Anything that you can remember.
He knows.
Scared.
This
Look,
is Logistics versus Nadia. The
I
semifinal
know
battles
what's
at
in my
Rebel BC 1. We're not going to watch it, but we're just going to talk about it while it's playing.
It's
So,
okay. I'll do it.
okay, cool. So what's the first thing that comes to mind?
She's an OG. I respect Nadia, but I can't like be on some like respect shit. Oh shit, she's facing the other way. I think I got her on like footwork. she's been doing this for my. Oh shit, that freeze was dope, but that's it. I
And were you
think.
nervous before this, or were you
I
like,
was
I got
like,
this?
yo. Was I nervous? Of course I was nervous. It's Nadia. Because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I respect these elders, you know, Filipinos fuck. So I'm just like
Dope.
I love them so much, but I was like, okay, she's not gonna do to me like what happened before with battling OGs, because then it's like my energy goes down because I'm like, I respect you, but then like I can't do that in a
Right.
battle. And
Right.
I was like, shit, like I got a little lost there. I forgot what I was doing. I forget
Yeah.
what I'm doing, and then I just go into shit. And then I'm like, fuck, I faced that way, and then my freeze.
And
Oh my
so
god.
oh
Oh
wow,
my
you're
god.
pointing at her going in. Okay,
Miami
so this
Dade
took place in
Special.
Poland. Did you have a good sleep that night? Is there anything that sticks out prior to the battle? You getting there? Were you staying in the same hotel as people? And is that awkward?
So every Red Bull event, they keep us. Yo, oh my god, I kind of got mad here when she did that because I was like, "Are you telling me like I'm running like rounds and stuff?" Because I'm one of the younger ones that actually doesn't do that.
Yo, so
And
you've
I was
never
like, "This
written
is
your
going
rounds
on."
before. You never
No, of
written your
course I have. Of course I have. Like as a kid,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but I just can't do it anymore. Like it doesn't feel good. Like I don't, yeah. But so I totally went away from the question. Like, people are in the same hotel, of course. I had a hard time sleeping because I was nervous as fuck. I was like, damn, like they signed me and I still haven't won a Red Bull Racing.
Yo, have you
And,
won one already, brother, right?
but this is the one I won. I'd never
Okay.
won before that. I just got signed and then I fucking lost in India against Castet,
Oh.
2019. But damn, yeah, people are staying there, you know, like it's a lot of. But at the time, I was like so like closed off with people. Like I just didn't want to be around. Like I would say hi. The only one I was hanging out with Big O Joe from India. Shout out to Big O
Okay.
Joe. Yeah, we
Okay.
were vibing, and Angel too. Angel McNeil, I think that's her last name.
Yeah.
She's a popper. Like them two, I would just like hang out with them and just be by myself, train. Really, just
Mm.
like um, I would call the guys, you know.
And what is the hardest move for you to get? I just saw you doing elbow air flare, so I'm just curious. What is the move that you got? You're like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Like where I'm doing in battles, or I just have it.
You just both actually, yeah. Give it to me both. But let's talk about what you're doing in battles. What did you do in a battle? You're like, oh my god, I'm doing this.
Definitely the windmill elbow track and um difficult, like difficult, or like what I think is like dope, or like
What you think is what you think is dope, and maybe difficult also. What is one of the most difficult moves that took you the longest to
ooh,
get?
that took me the longest to get. Um, Definitely like air flares,
Ooh,
cause I mean I don't know, like I bro like I one of my teachers wanted to teach me air flares like when I was like 10. Like you're gonna get
yeah.
this shit early, be crazy, and like I was like, I don't even know how to do a fucking flare. Like, why? So,
Wow.
but I love like halos. Like, I love halos. Like, I just think they're so. I think air flare is difficult. Like when I would use my flips too. I'm not gonna lie, the flash kick thing is so ingrained at this point.
Yeah.
I'm like, but I'm trying to like. I just want to do some new shit. Like I did like a flare. I did like a flare and like a head spin, like grabbing my knees and like back into a flare. Like I need to like keep
Ooh.
combos. I did that Olympics for the first time. I was like, I was in a fucking mode. I was like low key not gonna throw it because I was like, damn, I'm nervous. But I'm like, my group is really good and I have to take risks. So I'm like, it might be my last rounds on the stage. So I'm like, I should throw something that is just like ballsy, you know? Like in Shanghai, I was like, after I sprained my thumb at some point, and I was like, I don't want to battle anymore. But then I just kept going, and I just started taking risks.
Yeah.
So I was
Okay.
like, I have enough points, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. Here's the second clip that I want to take a look at. Let me know what comes to mind when you look at this battle. Talk to me about what happened before, afterwards, anything that might have annoyed you. Maybe the promoter was being a dick. I don't know anything. Maybe they give you the worst room in the hotel. This is the battle between you and India. Final Red Bull BC1 in New York.
I do not like how I did at this battle.
Why?
I was so lost. Like I was lost in my breaking. I'm like getting a lot of opportunities and just feeling this pressure. Like fuck. Like, but what happened before? Oh my god. Oh, horrible, bro. Oh my god. Okay, so before that, I was like talking with Zek. I was with Zeku and Nels, and like we were like, what do I got? Like, what moves do I got? I'm like, we were in the lobby of the space, like literally right outside the audience. The only thing I like about this battle was when I did from what I did in this battle was the flash kick, drill holds, and I still don't even like how that looks. But what happened during? Okay, I'm looking at India. I'm like, damn, she's killing it right now. I'm actually like, fuck, like I'm trying to hide my nervousness because I'm like, bro, like I respect her so much. Like she just blew it up at Outbreak. Like,
Yeah.
and she's like, she has like everything, and like she has like new, like she's bringing something new, and I'm like, so that's how I was like in the middle of like shit, like.
Now, do you know her at all? Have you spent time with her, or you don't really know her like that? Because I know you guys travel and been at the same jams often.
We just said hi like in the practice room like once or twice, and then like we both felt like that like energy of like, oh, like it's about to go down.
Oh.
And
Do
but
you get like that with like other B girls as well when you guys go to another country and you guys see all the B girls in the backstage or anybody you're competing against? Is there like this because we would like to think that all the girls are like, hey girl, hey, but no, right? You're probably like in your own corner, you're probably looking at each other trying to mad dog. What's the mental state of mind during those moments?
Oh, those are definitely memories, but backstage, um
In general, not just in this battle.
okay. Well, I think it's just like awkward as fuck because no one knows how you're gonna come, like how you're gonna show up to the venue. It's like every time I'm gonna show up or pull up to a venue, I'm like, how am I gonna be? Like, am I gonna be closed off or am I gonna say hi or like, because I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna still say hi. Like, even if you tell me Smurf, like, to not be friendly, like, I'm still gonna say hi to people. Like, that's just me. But when it comes to the battle, like, of course, like, the battle, I'm gonna go hard and I'm gonna look at this person like I want to kill you. Like,
That's right.
in terms of before the battle starts, before the ciphers start, you know, before the warm up starts, it's like dap up. Not girls don't dap up. Like, but imagine you just hear that like with a bunch.
Yo,
of
yeah, that looks weird. That looks weird already.
like, hey,
All right, do you give like a
no,
half hug though?
No. I better not. Ooh, I like this one. I like the story of this one too.
Yo, talk to me about this one. This is you versus Emma.
Fuck. Okay.
You did so nasty right here. You did so nasty.
Because I didn't give a fuck and I was so stressed and I was just going through it. I was like, damn, like I was in my airport fit, yo. Like I got my pin. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm not trying to do this right now. And I know Emma, you know, I love Emma. Like, she's one of those, like, we can talk for like 5-10 minutes and then after that it's like, okay, let's focus on our thing until after the battle's done, and then when the battle's done it's like everyone's cool, but you know, of course there's that little bit of tension, like we're about to battle, and I kind of like gauge like with the energy of each person. I kind of like, okay, are they more to themselves or are they more open? Like I kind of just do that. But yo, here I was like, yo, I just want to be with the music. Like I'm tired of this set thing. I'm tired of writing out my shit. I'm tired of how my breaking looks. I'm tired of people expecting me to do things. I'm like, let me just do my thing. I'm like, I'm probably not gonna win this battle. I don't really want to go far. I just want to like break. Cause I'd be envious of people that are not known yet. You know what I mean? I'd be envious of like the being anonymous and being up and coming and being like no one knows you and then they don't expect anything from you. And so I'm like, I don't know, like, but then that's a reason to just evolve and change and like grow. Yeah. But then it's like you grow and then people talk shit and they're like, I don't give a fuck.
Side question. If somebody calls you out and they got a bigger name than you, how do you approach that? And like if somebody that has a bigger name than you comes up to you and starts calling you out, how do you react to that?
How do you react to that?
Yeah. So for example, Yeah, but if you get called out by somebody that doesn't have a name, it's way different than somebody that has a big name.
Right. Yeah.
Is
That's
there
true.
anybody with a big name that you're like not trying to battle? Like as far as B girls, you're like, oh no, I'm not trying to see her. She's too nasty. Is there anybody like that where like,
Oh, like threatened?
yeah,
I make sure I don't want to feel that feeling. Oh my God, I
hmm,
did fucking horrible on that. Oh.
fresh? No,
Okay.
even your outfit is fresh.
I'm like, damn. I've been doing that shit for years. But
Everybody's been doing everything for years. Trust me.
I like my fit though.
Yeah, your fit looks fresh. I was gonna say actually, we appreciate you looking, um, embracing your femininity in
Oh,
the stage. You know,
thank
because
you.
I feel like a lot of women, B girls. Oh, we're gonna talk about B girls and B boys as well right now. I feel like a lot of women intentionally wanna masculinize their perception. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
like so you when you come out, you embrace your femininity and actually adds to your style a whole lot. I really appreciate that. It looks really dope. So shout out to
Thank
you.
you. Like I try not to do too much like that, but I think it's important. Like I mean, it's how I feel. Like, and I also like see what I feel is corny too. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be corny, but it's really it's a little bit challenging because it's like it is like there's a lot of masculine energy with this dance, which I want to respect that too. Um, but yeah.
Dope. You know why I think it's so important, which will bring us to our next clip that I want to talk about, which is the Ellen interview. So I think that it's so dope that you do that you embrace your femininity because I think of B-boys and B-girls like graffiti characters, right? And when you look at a graffiti character, if you look at a woman graffiti character, she'll have her hair, she'll have a big loop earrings, and then when you look at a B-boy character, they both look different and
Yeah.
it's very iconic, and the
Right.
differences are very iconic, and um neither one can pull off the other one, right? Like a guy can't come out with big loop earrings, but when you have a woman, it's like that's like the first thing you draw is like the big earrings. So um let's talk about this clip actually. You said something in this interview. Well, first of all, how did you get to Ellen? How was that experience? Did you enjoy it? And looking back at it now, what do you think about?
Um, it was honestly like every time I would go and do those things, it was scary because I'm like, this is television, and I'm like gonna sit in front of a famous person, and it's a lot, like it's a lot, and so, and I don't know, I'm just like, definitely like, I think it was exciting and scary. It was exciting and scary at the same time, and I think more so like what was the question? How did I feel in that experience?
Yeah. Like just looking back at it, thinking about it now, what are your first thoughts? Knowing that looking back at this footage, what do you think about first? Or I might have actually a better question about
Mm,
B boys and B girls, trying to take
I,
away the word, but
no,
let's
no,
talk
no,
about
it's
that.
okay. I just feel like I was so different here, like
Okay.
I feel like a different person, so it's a little bit like, yo, like I don't know if I'm trying to see, like I, I appreciate my evolution,
Okay.
and I felt like in that time I was in such a dark place, and
Oh,
it was like a complete like, yo, I can't show this because it's like this is an amazing opportunity, of course, like who would pass it up, but
right.
it's like, yo, like a lot of this shit happened when I was going through so much shit, and like I had to put on a thing, and it was just like
Yeah.
so difficult, and it's like I got tired of it, and then God moved me away from that because LA is just Hollywood is like there's shit
Evil.
going on there, it's like so it's just like watching it, I'm like, yo, it was definitely a magical experience,
Okay.
but look, there's so many white people in there, like,
No Filipinos? What?
but I
And
love this I shout out to Dom, yo, like it was an amazing, it's just one of those things too where I'm just like, ooh, like I didn't get it. Like, I feel like so like fuck. Like, I didn't have a chance to like not be known, and like, that's why I'm like I be wanting time away from outside of the dance world to be recognized like more as a person instead of like for like what I've accomplished. You know. So
Right.
I think watching this, it's why it's like I think it's amazing, and now I finally have enough peace to simultaneously acknowledge like I did some crazy shit like this, but also like I do respect myself as a person and outside of my accolades, and it's like it's different now. It's different now because before I used to be like, oh my god, like Ellen Shaw, like, and now I'm just like it's different. It's I care about how like my art, my creations, my expressions, my like the message and like those things instead of like the visibility. And people still try to like I have a lot of people are always in my ear, you know, about different things because like
Yeah.
you know when there's talent, it's like there's so much potential, and you can go here, you can go there, you can be on movies and go become famous in this country or like go like, and it's like I have to yeah, it's a good practice to continue to be grateful and also like not feel like I need to like have like commit to every single thing, just like being
Mm.
selective.
Mm.
But like what I've faced too is like I want to give this to others, and I can't.
Right.
The hardest pill to swallow is that I can't. You know?
True. So you know, and I do appreciate your approach to dance because obviously, I mean, you've been doing this forever, and we could tell by your Instagram post that whenever you do something, you have purpose behind it. You know, and even though I don't know how you feel exactly, but like when you look back at this and you say, "Oh, I've grown from this," regardless of whether you think the same or not, you still had purpose then, you still have purpose now, and it seems like you always have a message when it comes to your dance, and a lot of people don't have a message; they just dance. You
Right.
know, so where does that come from? Does that come from anywhere, or is that just how you are?
I think like I want to shout out like the choreo, like the SoCal Asian choreography community, because there were times where um, like I would go to like this place called Pasacat, and it's a national city in San Diego, and it was like I would meet there with this choreo team. I don't think people know it in the breaking world, or maybe some. I think some people in SD probably know. It's like this choreo team called Ill Habits, and it was like a bunch of Filipino kids just like going to this like Filipino like studio, and it's like storytelling. Like I feel storytelling, purpose, and message like I've seen performances where I'm like Cloud,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like where I'm like, yo, like I want to do that. I want to shout out like Larkin Poynton and Chris Martin too, because they would break and mix their things and create. They create like different um, shows and like. But I was like, damn, like I want to like be in both. Like I want to like be about it, battle, and like, but also like create because this shit's so beautiful, and this is also like impact in a different way, and more to like the common audience, you know, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so. But I definitely had a phase where it was like, um, well, no, just like how I don't know, I just naturally integrate that, I guess, like that message. And,
Nice, nice. Well,
yeah.
it makes it more valuable, you know. So it makes it more valuable, especially from somebody watching it. So we appreciate that. We appreciate that. Also, I actually saw that interview, and you had a conversation with Ellen about taking the word b boy and b girl out of the vocabulary of hip hop, and then can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Oh shit! I forgot I said that. Oh my god.
Yeah. So please
Oh
explain yourself.
fuck! Damn. That's so bad.
Do you still
I don't
feel like
even
that?
remember. Say it again. Sorry.
So you were saying that I mean we could actually play it, but verbatim you said something about you don't want to use the word b boy or b girl. You just want to call it breaking.
Yeah, you know, like okay, when I go back to that moment, that time, like I'm telling you, Smurf, like I was what, like 11.
You were young.
And like, think about it. Like, you're young, you're a little girl, like, and then people are just telling you what to say. And it's like, I remember I was still low key in like the subconscious. You know, when you're a kid and you're not fully there yet?
Yeah.
Like, so I was, I remember because I would draw and shit. Like, I would draw and like, I wouldn't get super nervous, but like, that was like a really, like the night before the interview when I was saying that, bro, it was like traumatic. But anyways, like I did the interview and I was on autopilot. I drilled that shit, and I think it was more like a script. And I'm thinking how I'm trying to remember how it came to the point of me saying that. But I think it was more from a standpoint of like girl power,
Yeah.
like girl equality, and like,
Mm-hmm.
so I mean, yeah, man, like it's crazy. Like I feel that was too early. Like it was great. It was great. It's
It
just,
was dope. It's dope. It's dope.
yeah.
Because you're
But
you're trying to
damn.
find yourself, and through the process of you communicating, you're finding yourself. And like, you're an artist, right? And as an artist, we just I'm an artist, so in order for me to gather my thoughts, I just got to talk and speak thoughts, and then as I'm speaking them, they start coming together. So sometimes, I say things that sometimes I look back at, I'm like, oh, what was I saying? I was just thinking out loud.
Yeah.
um but when I saw that, it kind of hurt a little bit,
Yeah.
because I think that the word b-boy and b-girl is such a important part of the culture, like it
Yes,
just,
for sure.
it's like a proud thing to say. It's like b-boy. It's like, oh,
Yo,
it's
this
just,
is what I mean. This is what I mean. It's like some things like I was forced to do, like straight the
yeah.
fuck up. And that
Yeah.
shit makes me so mad because little ass girl, like I know my family want me to like just make it. Just make it. It's
Yeah.
always like just make it. And so I'm like, damn. So it's different now, but
Yeah. Dope.
no, I feel
Now,
you.
are you okay with the word b-girl? Are you okay being a b-girl?
Yeah, I
Because I
am.
could
It's
call you a
just,
breakdancer. I could call you a breakdancer, Logan. I could be like, yo, she's a
yo.
stop. All right. Okay, so let's wrap up these footages. I think I'm done with those questionings, and then this is the lightning round, and then we're gonna call it a wrap. Thank you so much for being here, yo. I really appreciate you. We went like almost 30 minutes past our schedule. I just got so much to ask, and I didn't even get through half of these questions right here. So, all right, this one's gonna be quick, and these are one answer questions. Now, if you want to elaborate, you can do so, but I'm gonna ask you a question, and then you just gotta pick one. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Easy Rock or Ken Swift?
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Come on!
No! Don't do this to me!
Okay. So,
No!
all right. All right, we're going to skip this one, but you got to answer the next ones, okay? You got to answer the next ones. It's just one answer. Cereal versus pancakes.
Cereal.
Ooh, what's your favorite cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch on occasion.
Ooh, on occasion. Stop lying.
Yeah, I'm on that healthy shit.
Okay, you're on the healthy shit. All right. I love Lucky Charms on some healthy shit, but whenever I get a box, I kill it like in 3-4 days. It's gone. So I try not to go and get cereal. I get it like once every 2 months or something. Burgers versus pizza.
I don't eat meat, I don't eat cheese.
Oh, come on. You're doing a Jack in the Box commercial. Okay.
I know.
I saw you eating the salad and the French fries. We good. Okay, so if we had a vegetarian option of a burger or a pizza, which one is it?
Ooh.
Oh.
Probably pizza. No. Yeah. Like pizza, just honestly, I'd be taking off the cheese. Like I'll get if we get pizza, like I'll take off the cheese and I'll eat. Yeah. I guess it's weird to people, but I'll eat the damn pizza.
Nice. Okay, Casper versus Menno. Oh, this one's gonna be mad easy. This should be mad easy.
Yo, like I love Casper style. Yo, like I love how Casper breaks. But then like I respect how Menno breaks. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, you're being nice. Come
no.
on.
I'm thinking about in the primes of like the best I've seen from both, or the favorite time in their breaking that I've seen from both, and like mind you, like I wasn't around until 2012 for breaking. So like, and I seen footage, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
just me. That's just me though, because I grew up like it was like that era where it was y'all, it was your crew. Like I would watch y'all, you know. It was like so. I didn't know about Menno until I started to see more international battles and um, damn, there's so many. Yeah, I don't know, but that's just my honesty. Like that's just
Okay, okay. I'll choose for you, Casper. Sorry, man. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
no. I did.
sorry.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. Windmill versus six step.
windmill versus six step.
Yeah, who's winning? Who's winning?
You know what's crazy? Like what what changed me about a six step, which I heard Kamo said once, like like how, you know how on the way back, like when you hook, it's like he was just basically explaining like to do the hook on the way back is so pointless. So after that, every time I do a six step, I'm like, fuck, like I'm doing this part and it's low key like wasting time.
No, no.
Windmill versus six step. Right now,
If there was
but
a
then if
B
I
boy,
say windmill, you're gonna call me a break dancer. Just kidding.
oh no, you're a B girl. You're a B girl. You're a B girl. You're a B person. You're a B
I'm a
person.
dancer. I'm a dancer.
You're a dancer. You're a
But
dancer.
um ah, seven step.
Freestyle session versus the Olympics. Who wins? Who wins?
Session. Freestyle session.
What do you think is more important to somebody, to have a freestyle session win or to have an Olympics win? Now that it's over, what would be more of a bragging right?
This is difficult. Like
Really?
honestly, freestyle session. I would say freestyle session personally.
Yeah.
Because, but no, the reason why it's hard because Olympics is like I'm telling you, like physically demanding because it forces us to literally extend the length of our rounds, whether
Oh,
we
wow.
like it or not. You know what I mean? Like, so it's, but freestyle session because that's where the real, you know, like you can really like express.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And the last one, tea versus coffee.
Tea.
Tea. Do you drink coffee? Are you a coffee drinker?
Yeah, I need to like not. I love tea though.
That's right. That's right. What kind of tea is that? Lipton?
It is ginger, lemon ginger, probiotic, Bigelow, and
Bigelow.
a green tea.
That's right. Oh my goodness. I mean, I got so much. Maybe we could do a round two, maybe in a couple of months, maybe in a year, maybe in 5 years, maybe even 10. We could have you back
These
and
covers
finish
are
off.
so fun, yo. Smurf, you're like.
This was
It's
fun.
good
I love
combos.
this.
It's entertaining and it's informative and spicy, like he said. He tried to
Spicy,
just
spicy.
laugh.
We kept it all right. We kept it good, right? Did you have fun? Did you have fun?
Yeah, like I'm happy to do this because like all the interviews are so like just like rigid and like how does it feel to be like on the stage? Like I'm just like you know? So this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah. Last question. What does happiness mean to you?
happiness is a sensation, I think.
A sensation. I
Like
like
a
that.
feeling. A feeling. It's not um yeah, I think it's just like a feeling. And it can be created, put into habit if people want, but like I think it's a choice. I think it's also like um, happiness is happiness, you know?
Nice, nice. Casper's in the building. Much love. Casper, I text you. I emailed you like 2 hours ago, Cass. You said you were going to come on. I waited for you. You never came on. What up, Cass? I think Cass is working, though. I think Cass is working.
Yo, they'd be loving or they'd be hating is crazy. Like it's
Who?
like one or the other.
Oh,
No,
hating
like
you?
no. I always get surprised when there's um like not with Casper, but just like seeing like the positivity. I'm like, yo. I'm like on edge of like someone's about to say some shit.
Yeah, you should be. You should be, because they will, and they will. They're gonna say some things, and it's gonna get
I
worse
kind
as you
of
get
like
older.
it. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
it's gonna get worse as you get older. So, embrace it, and I think that. Oh, let's talk about kangaroo girl. What's her name? Raygun. Let's talk about Raygun for a second. All right. So, before we wrap it up, sorry guys, I'm supposed to be gone. We're gonna wrap it up right now. What do you think about that? How do you feel about the whole Raygun thing? First, hot take. Give us a hot take.
Yo, like I remember before the battle started, like, cause I battled her and she was so nervous. I felt bad because I was like, damn, like I'm in my battle mode, like I can't be friendly with her, but she's so nervous. Like I wanted to go up to her and be like, yo, you good? Like, like everything's okay. And then like I was like, nah, like I'm just in my zone. I'm gonna go battle. I went to battle, and like honestly, like I didn't think anything of it, because like when you go to a jam and you're just like, I'm gonna do my thing and I'm gonna battle. And it's like you don't know what's in front of you. Like you never know what's gonna happen. And like like I'm not like thinking like, damn, like she's whack. Like I'm not thinking that during the battle. I'm like thinking like, yo, like okay, she's alright, but I'm gonna smoke her. Like, just focus on the battle. But then when that shit went out, I'm like, are you really like media's gonna blow this up? Like
Yeah.
it was on purpose. Oh shit!
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah.
help it. It
Yeah.
was on
Yeah.
purpose. Like
Yeah.
they know what they're doing. They know what they're
Yeah.
doing. They know
Yeah.
because there was so much that happened. Like when you're there, like if you watch it, it's so obvious. Like there's so much amazing shit going on, and you're gonna go and blast one moment, one
Yeah.
little moment, one little moment, and then like that goes viral, and then like uh,
Overshadows everything. It overshadows everything.
trying to, but then I don't think it's gonna work because breaking is just so dope, like it's just,
Yeah. Well, that's why Freestyle Session wins at the end, because the consistency of and the Olympics kind of used us, but that's a whole different conversation. What I do want to say though is that this is a good lesson for you, and this is a good lesson for everybody watching, because we all want to go viral, but sometimes you don't get to choose how you go viral.
yeah.
And when things like this happen, and I said this on my live stream while it was happening, right as it was happening, I was like, yo, when something like this happens, whether it's in your favor or not, you're gonna have to step into it and embrace it. And I'm gonna take the Hawk Tua girl, or like the Hawk Tua. That could have been an embarrassing moment for her, but instead she flipped it and she stepped into it, and she became a part of that. And I saw an interview where she made $1 million off of merchandise. And I seen 3 of her interviews, and she's getting clout, she's getting followers, and she's working to it to where instead of her being sad about it and her family clowning her, she embraced it because it's just the moment you capitalize on, right? And I think that whenever we go viral, just step into it, and people will just end up loving you more. And I hope that she steps into it and capitalizes off that. It makes merch, and
Yeah, as on a human level, like I just hope she's okay.
yeah, true
Okay.
story.
I hope she's okay, and like, of course, there's a cultural aspect. Like there was technically a responsibility for every single person on that floor, but aside from that, what matters more always, like, I just hope she's good. Like I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Mental health is important, so hopefully she's not too sad and that's it sucks because when you step into the public stage, you become a public figure, and when you step into that, you almost have to like be ready for stuff like that, and sometimes we're not ready. So yeah, I did say that as well. I hope her mental health is okay, because I know that this could be a lot if you're not
Yeah.
ready to deal with it, and so yeah. Just on a side note, Ness4 says, hate is the biggest compliment a jealous soul can give you. And that's a quote from Alien Ness, The Art of Battle. I don't know if that quote's on the book, but actually I should bootleg that book. All right, Ness4, thank you, Ness, for that. And Logan, is there anything else you want to leave us off with? Is there anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Um, stop hating. I'm just kidding. Don't
Stop
let me get to
hating.
laughing. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, like it's always just all love, you know. And I don't know. I don't really have anything to say. I'm really glad we had this conversation, and I'm grateful that I can share with the scene, you know, because it's a lot of sharing with like outside the scene. But I enjoy connecting with the community. I miss the community. I miss going to jams. Um, yeah.
Dope. Dope. And we're happy to have you. So thank you for joining us. I know we were trying to make this happen. How did you do that? Was there just a bunch of hearts came out? Does that happen automatically? How'd you do that?
Oh! Is there a thumbs up one too?
I don't know how I did that, but yo, I appreciate you for joining us for real. Thank you. It's so dope to watch you grow up in front of our eyes, basically, and seeing the evolution of logistics. And you know, we need to have you on even if it's once a year, once every 2 years, just to keep us updated on how your growth is going and where you're at with it. You know, and it seems like you're in a good place. It seems like you're strong. It seems like you know how to deal with the hate, and we're proud of you, man. And good job, you killed it at the Olympics. I can't wait till the footage comes out because we're gonna review it. And yeah, we really appreciate you. We really appreciate you. So thank you for representing the U.S. of A. America.
Thank you.
And Team Philippines next time. So guys, like the video, subscribe, follow her. You know, follow her, and to stay updated on everything. And the coin. Yeah, we did talk about the coin. We talked about the coin. We talked about. Did I show you guys this? Did I show you this? No. All right, guys. So I got the official B-Boy Victor gold coin.
Oh shit.
I don't know if you can see that, but it's brought to you by Break Clothing, the sponsor of the show. And Gee Whiz, I'm gonna hook you up with Logan or hit her up, and check your DMs for Break Clothing. They got a nice goodie bag for you. But guys, we are gonna be out of here. Logistics, thank you so much. We love you. All right, be good. And if you ever need to talk to somebody, holler at us. All right, we're gonna give you the most honest advice. Guys, like the video, subscribe. We're out of here. Peace.
Get the fuck up.